Hello dear students, this is Kanchan Patil from Department of Information Technology, Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon. I welcome you all for the lecture of Processor Architecture and Interfacing. In this lecture, we are going to see how 8051 microcontroller interfaces ADC and sensors. Let us first understand what is ADC and sensors. ADC are the analog to converter devices which are used for data acquisition. As we know that digital computers use binary values, but everything around us in the physical world is analog, that is continuous, like temperature, pressure, light, velocity, etc. A physical entity is converted into the electrical signals like voltage and current using a device called as a sensors. And now whatever the converted voltages or whatever the converted analog signals are available with the sensor, those analog signals we have to convert to the digital number so that microcontroller can read and process them, and for that process we will require analog to digital converter. Now let us understand the scenario. This is our microcontroller, this is the ADC, and this is the sensor. Sensor will sense the physical entity which is around us and convert that physical entity into the analog signals like voltage or current, but basically we will require the analog signals in the form of voltages so that ADC can convert that analog signals into the digital form. Now that analog signals will be the input for this ADC, and now ADC will process those analog signals to give the output in the digital form. And now whatever the output we will get in the digital form at 8051 microcontroller can process that output for the further use. So likewise scenario will be there. So first we will understand how 8051 microcontroller interfaces ADC, and then we will see how that temperature sensor will be interfaced with 8051 microcontroller through this ADC signal. And ADC has a n-bit resolution where n can be 8-bit, 10-bit, 12-bit, 16-bit and 24-bit. If you want to check the capacity of ADC, there are two important factors we need to check. One is step size and another one is conversion time. A step size is the smallest change that can be recognized by the ADC. A high resolution ADC provides a smaller step size. That means a high resolution ADC can measure a smallest change which will occur. Then conversion time. It is a time it takes ADC to convert analog inputs to the digital numbers. ADC chips, depending upon how they produce the data, how they produce the output in the form of digital numbers, are categorized as parallel or serial ADC chips. Some examples are ADC 0804, ADC 0808, ADC 0809. ADC 0804 has only one analog input on a single chip, whereas ADC 0808 allows us to monitor up to 8 different analog input channels using a single chip. In our interfacing, we are going to use ADC 0808. Let us see the pin configuration of ADC 0808. As you can see in the figure, there are 8 analog inputs IN0 to IN7. And to select any one of the analog input, 3 channel selection lines are available, that is A, B, C lines. The next pin is address latch enable pin, then start pin, clock pin, V reference positive pin, V reference negative pin, ground pin, VCC pin, output enable pin, end of conversion pin, and the 8 digital output pins, that is D0 to D7. One more pin is available in ADC 0808 which is not visible here, that is chip select pin. When you want to access that ADC 0808 or when you want to access any pin of ADC 0808, this pin, that is chip select pin, must be low. Active low input it is used to activate the ADC 0808 chip. The next pin is clock pin. The clock must be provided externally to ADC 0808. and that clock will be connected to the clock pin of ADC 0808. Now we know how to provide the external clock source. We have learned that in the previous lecture. The next pins are ground and VCC. Ground is connected to the ground and VCC is connected to the plus 5 volt power supply. Then the next two pins are V reference positive and V reference negative. These two pins are used to set the reference voltages. If V reference positive is equal to plus 5 volt and V reference negative is equal to ground, then step size of ADC 0808 will be equal to 5 volt divided by 256 is equal to 19.53 millivolt. Now what is that 256? These 256 are number of steps, maximum number of steps ADC can have, as it is a 8-bit parallel chip. To get the step size as 10 millivolt, we need to set V reference positive is equal to plus 2.56 volt and V reference negative is equal to ground. Now why do we require that step size is equal to 10 millivolt? We will see when we will when we will learn the interfacing of 8051 microcontroller with temperature sensor. Let us proceed for the next pins. The next 8 pins, that is IN0 to IN7, these are the 8 analog input channels available at ADC 0808 and they are multiplexed and selected using the 3 address pins ABC. For example, 8051 microcontroller wants to record the analog signals which are available on input channel 1, then 8051 microcontroller will select the address lines ABC with the value as 100 respectively, and accordingly that input channel 1 will be selected by the ADC and then ADC will convert the analog signals which are available on channel 1 into the digital numbers, and then that digital numbers can be used by the 8051 microcontroller for the further processing. Now how those digital numbers will be sent by the ADC to the microcontroller? The digital output lines, that is 8-bit digital output lines, are available from D0 to D7 in the ADC 0808 and these 8-bit output digital output lines are interfaced with any one port of the 8051 microcontroller, and through those digital lines the output will be sent to the 8051 microcontroller. These lines are tri-stacked buffers and converted data can be accessed only when CS is equal to 0 and read or output enable pin is low. As I have already told you that whenever you want to access the ADC 0808, that chip select pin should be 0. So all the time whenever 8051 microcontroller will access ADC 0808, that chip select pin will be connected to the ground. The next important signals are address latch enable. When the address lines are selected and according to the address lines the input analog channel is selected, a low to high signal will be sent to this pin, that is to the address latch enable pin, to latch that selected address and selected respective channel for the ADC conversion. Now those channels are selected and those channels are locked by the ADC by using this address latch enable pin. Now ADC can be ready to perform the conversion. The start conversion pin, that is SC pin, it is an active low input pin and it is used to inform the ADC to start the conversion process. The same pin can be referred as write pin in the other devices. If chip select is equal to 0, when that write or start conversion pin makes a low to high transaction, the ADC start converting analog voltage value to the digital numbers. Now please understand the process. First, 8051 microcontroller will send the address pins, will send the value through the address pin to select the respective channel. After that, the conversion will start and after that the addresses and the respective channel will be locked by the address latch enable pin. After that, the conversion will start by sending low to high transition on the start conversion or write pin of ADC 0808. Now conversion is going on so we need to continuously monitor whether that conversion is over or it is pending. So for that, a active low output pin named as end of conversion, or it is also referred as INTR pin in other devices, is used. This pin is normally high, and when the conversion is finished, it goes to low. That means when conversion is going on, this pin INTR will always equal to 1, and the moment conversion will be finished, this INTR will be 0, and it will signal the 8051 microcontroller that the data is converted and it is ready to pick up. This pin needs to be monitored continuously for the conversion, and then the data can be read. The next pin is output enable pin. It is also referred as a read pin in other devices. It is an active low input signal. Now see, conversion is over and data is ready, so that data can be available in the internal registers of ADC 0808, and that read pin or output enable pin is used to get that converted data out of the ADC chip. By mistakenly it is written here DAC, it is actually ADC chip. Okay, and to get the data on the data lines, on the output digital output lines from D0 to D7, low to high signal on this output enable pin, on this read pin will be sent to get the data on those output lines which are available in ADC 0808, and those digital output lines are D0 to D7. Once that digital numbers, the converted data is available on that output lines, it will be sent to the 8051 microcontroller, as 8051 microcontroller is interface with any one of the port with that D0 to D7 digital output lines of ADC 0808. Now, one important factor here we need to observe that we have to use the D flip-flop while interfacing 8051 microcontroller with ADC 0808. We are going to use 4 to 5 D flip-flops to obtain the correct frequency for the ADC chip. Now let us see the actual diagram how 8051 interfaces ADC. Now as I told you, V reference negative chip select pin and ground pin shall be connected to the ground, as this to access that ADC 0808, this chip select pin should be always low. V reference should be low and ground should be low. Okay, after that V reference positive is connected to the 2.56 volt power supply, and why it is 2.56 volt we will discuss when we will interface sensor. Then VCC is connected to plus 5 volt power supply. After that, the digital output lines of ADC from D0 to D7 are interfaced with port 1 of 8051 microcontroller. They are interfaced with D0 is interfaced with P1.0 and D7 is interfaced with P1.7, and in between lines D1, D2, D3 are interfaced with P1.1, 1.2 and so on. Then the another signals of ADC are interfaced with another port of 8051 microcontroller, that is port 2 we are using here. P2.0, P2.1 and P2.2 pins of 8051 microcontroller are interfaced with address lines of ADC 0808, that is ABC. Then P2.4 and 2.7 are interfaced with address latch enable pin and INTR, that is end of conversion pin of ADC. And finally P2.5 and 2.6 pins are interface of 8051 microcontroller are interfaced with output enable and start of conversion pin of ADC 0808. Now if you observe, the clock pin is connected to the external clock source, and we have already seen how to provide the external clock to interface device, while 8051 is interfacing some interface device. And this D flip-flops, here we are using 4 D flip-flops so that we will get the correct frequency at clock pin of ADC 0808. Now how it will work? Initially 8051 microcontroller will send some will select the will send some address value to the address lines, that is ABC. Now if these are the analog input signals of ADC 0808. Now here IN1 analog input signal is recorded for the conversion. Now if we want that IN1 should be selected for recording the analog signals which we want to convert into the digital numbers, then the ABC values will be sent as 100 by the 8051 microcontroller to the ADC, and accordingly ADC will able to understand that this IN1 channel, that is analog input channel 1, should be selected. After that the conversion after the channel selection and address selection, address latch enable pin will latch the address and the selected channel. After that the conversion will start, and this start of conversion pin will indicate ADC that start the conversion process by sending the signal low to high. After the conversion is started, this INTR pin, that is end of conversion pin, will be monitored continuously to check that conversion is over or it is pending. When conversion is pending, this pin will be 1, and the moment conversion will be over, this pin will be the value of this pin will be 0. This pin will be will go to the low value the moment conversion will be over. And after that it will indicate the 8051 microcontroller that conversion is over and data is ready to pick up. After conversion is over, this output enable pin will be activated by sending the low to high signal on this pin, and this pin will enable the data which is stored in the internal registers of ADC 0808. The converted data which is in the form of digital numbers, it will be stored in the internal registers of 0808, and this pin will allow to move that data which is available in the internal register on the digital output pins, that is from D0 to D7. And now through this digital output pins from D0 to D7, that data will be sent to the 8051 microcontroller through the port P1.0 to through the port P1. Okay, so likewise the analog signal which is recorded at analog input 1 will be converted into the digital numbers, and through these lines that digital numbers will be sent to the microcontroller, and now microcontroller can process that data for the further use. So I hope you have understood how we have interfaced 8051 microcontroller with ADC. If you observe the pin diagram, whatever I have explained, it is same in the pin diagram. Initially clock signals will be given. After that address latch pin will latch the selected channel and selected address lines through this high signal, and after that conversion will start by sending low to high signal to the ADC 0808. After that this INTR pin should be monitored. It is already over while selecting. Then this INTR pin should be monitored. Initially it will be 0, and the moment initially it will be 1, it will be high, and the moment conversion is over, this pin will go to low. The moment conversion is over, now data is available in the internal registers of ADC 0808, the converted data which is in the form of digital numbers. Now output enable pin, that is read pin, will be will send some signal to the 8051 microcontroller indicating that data is available at the digital output lines, that is D0 to D7, and now you can pick up the data from D0 to D7. So low to high signal will be sent to send the data which is available in the internal register to the lines D0 to D7, and after that 8051 microcontroller can get the data and process the data whenever it is required. Now let us see the second part, that how 8051 microcontroller interfaces that temperature sensor or any other sensor. This is my microcontroller, this is ADC, and this is the sensor. Now we have seen this part. Now let us see the interfacing with sensor first. First, understand what is sensor. Sensors convert physical data such as temperature, pressure, light to the electrical signals. Now sensors sense the physical entity which is around us and convert that digital entity into the form of voltage, current and capacitance. For example, temperature is converted to the electrical signals using a sensor. It is called as a thermistor. The most widely used temperature sensors are LM34 and LM35 from the Semiconductor Corporation. LM34 does not require external calibration since it is internally calibrated, and LM35 are precision integrated circuit temperature sensors whose output voltage is linearly proportional to the Celsius temperature. It does not require external calibration since it is internally calibrated. It outputs 10 millivolt for each degree of centigrade temperature, and that's the reason we have connected our V reference positive to the 2.56 volt and V reference negative to the ground to get that 10 millivolt, because the temperature sensor outputs 10 millivolt for each degree of centigrade temperature. Now let us see what is signal conditioning. As I know that sensors produce the output in the form of voltage, current, charge, resistance and capacitance, but we need to convert these signals to the voltage in order to send the input to the ADC. So ADC, whatever the analog signals ADC will get, those analog signals will be in the form of voltage, and this conversion is referred as a signal conditioning. A signal conditioning can be current to voltage conversion or the signal amplification. Here we have used ADC0848 for interfacing temperature sensor to the 8051 microcontroller as an intermediator, but you can use ADC0808 also, there is no issue. And that ADC0848 has 8-bit resolution with maximum of 256 steps. In ADC0808 also, it is a 8-bit resolution where maximum 256 steps are available. This LM35 produces 10 millivolt for every degree of temperature change. We can condition V in of a ADC to produce a V out of 2.56 volt for full scale output. So V reference is equal to 2.56 volt. Now if you observe this table, temperature versus V out for ADC, the equivalent of temperature in which is in the centigrade, in the V in the millivolt is 0. If the temperature is 0 degree Celsius, then V in is 0. So for this conversion we will require a temperature sensor, and from here to here for this conversion we will require a ADC. Now this voltage value is converted into the digital numbers by using the ADC. Now if the temperature is 1 degree Celsius, so the equivalent voltage of this 1 degree Celsius is 10 millivolt, and that's the reason we have connected V reference to 2.56 volt and V reference negative is equal to ground. So for this conversion we will require a sensor, that is temperature sensor in our case we are using, and that 10 millivolt is converted into the digital form, digital numbers, that is 0000, 0001, and for this conversion we will require a ADC, that is analog to digital converter. And now these digital numbers will be sent by the ADC to the 8051 microcontroller through the digital output lines, that is from D0 to D7 to the microcontroller for the further processing. Okay, so let us see the diagram. If you observe this portion, it is same as our previous diagram. The interfacing is same, okay, which we already discussed. The new thing is, this is our temperature sensor. In the previous diagram, we have observed that 8051 microcontroller book some address lines to book that respective input channel, that is ABC address lines. 8051 microcontroller sends some value to the through these ABC address lines to select the input channel 1. In the same way, in this diagram also, now we are not concerned about how 8051 interfaces with ADC. That's the reason the detailed description is not given in the diagram, but you can refer the previous diagram for this detailed description of interfacing of 8051 to ADC. Now we are concerned about how this temperature sensor is connected to the 8051 microcontroller through this ADC. That temperature sensor will not be directly connected to the 8051 microcontroller. It will require an ADC as an intermediator, because these sensors will record the physical entities, and those physical entities will be converted into the analog signal in terms of voltages, and that work will be performed by the sensors. And then from those analog signals, those analog signals are converted into the digital numbers, and that work is performed by the ADC. Okay, so now in the previous figure, as we have seen, this input 1 was selected. Here also that input 1 is selected, and to that input 1 this temperature sensor LM34 or LM35 you can interface, or any other sensor you can interface. If you want to record the pressure, then you can here interface the pressure sensor like that. Okay, so other things are same, only the temperature sensor, it is added extra in this diagram. Okay, and the V reference positive is set to 2.56 volt. We know why we have set it to 2.56 volt. We have seen in the previous explanation. So let me summarize this. This is my 8051 microcontroller, this is ADC, and this is my sensor. Now sensor will sense the physical entity and convert that physical entity into the analog signal, specifically in the voltage form. Now that voltage analog signals has to be converted into the digital numbers, and that work will be performed by the ADC. And likewise, temperature sensor will be interfaced with the 8051 microcontroller through this ADC only. So I hope you have understood how to interface 8051 microcontroller with ADC and temperature sensor, or in the same way you can interface other sensors with 8051 microcontroller. If you have any doubt, you can discuss with me, and I will stop here. In the next lecture we will meet with 8051 interfacing DAC. Thank you.